Joey from DKOldies is a man. He's a man. He's a man. He's a man. He's a man. Skip it up and that up. So as of a couple days ago, DKOldies is back in the news because they want to be, because they like, oh, we've changed our ways, even though we've changed our ways before the controversy. Did you really? We have a bunch of video evidence from Austin Evans, Jacob R., or me that was not the case. But needless to say, all of a sudden they were pushing their refurbishing process, and they brought up the controversy, even though, to be quite frank with you DKOldies, no one's really talked about you over the past few months. I have a surprise video that'll eventually come out regarding products that I bought from you, but who's mentioned DKOldies until very recently? It's almost like you wanted us to mention you again, because it was, even though it was bad publicity and it put a lot of pressure on you, which seemed to have worked, it was still publicity, and I'm sure you were still making sales in the process. Well, DKOldies, I guess they must have hired Quantum TV to be their manager there, because they're pulling a play out of his book where, well, I'm just going to read you what DKOldies wrote on their YouTube page. We wanted to have a heart-to-heart about something important. Content creators, competitors, and YouTubers using our logo and our employees' images in a negative, unethical, or unhanded way without our consent just isn't right. And here's why. It's all about treating each other with respect. We believe in honesty and ethical behavior, and misusing logos and images to spread negativity and harm our reputation just doesn't match up with those values. Okay, if I'm lying about something, if I made up something and just didn't review your products and went out of my way to disparage you, bring me to court. Bring me to court. There you go. We could settle it out that way. I'll see you there. Plus, it can harm our reputation and relationships with all of you. Yeah, because if people know that you're selling crap, they don't want to buy your products. What did you think that we did? Did you think that we were like, hey, let me just take a dump on the motherboard of the Super Nintendo before I open it up? Shh, don't tell anybody. That's not Joey's turd, it's mine. Which is something we truly care about, yes, because you would like to make money. While we absolutely welcome constructive criticism, which, what criticism from any of us hasn't been constructive, we kindly ask that you keep it fair and respectful. Professionalism and respect are key, just like it was professional that you were saying you were refurbishing consoles, not refurbishing them, and using the, oh, look, we have a tamper sticker on here, so if you take the tamper sticker off, which Jacob R. proved with receipts, you were using that as a reason not to open the consoles. So if you saw that sticker was off, and someone tried to send it back to you, you said to him in a DM, well, usually if the sticker is off, it voids the warranty, which you can't even do that in the States anymore. And secondly, that was the way you hid the fact that you didn't actually refurbish the consoles. That's not unethical? That's not? But us calling you out for being unethical is unethical? Oh, get lost, dude. Get lost. While we absolutely welcome constructive criticism, we kindly ask that you keep it fair and respectful. Professionalism and respect are key, and we kindly ask that you respect our brand and our team by not using our images in ways that could be hurtful to promote your videos. I have been doing this a very long time. When people say things like that, literally that's what happened with Griffin Gaming and Quantum. It's that, okay, what's a way that we can de-incentivize them talking about us? So they don't want to, so they can't make a thumbnail so people will know what they're talking about, and they'll just be like, screw it, we're not going to make a video. I know anything in the video that we can use as an excuse to copyright claim it or put a false strike on it, which YouTubers don't want to deal with, we'll do. I've been down this road, DKOldies, many, many times. I'll go down it again, if you'd like. Every single time, I've won. Ask The Verge about it. It didn't end well for them. Professionalism and respect are key, and we kindly ask that you respect our brand and our team by not using our images in ways that could be hurtful to promote your videos. It's absolutely okay to have criticism. Yeah, sure. But using disparaging images of our intellectual property and our employees who just go to work to make a living to promote your videos, they're hiding behind, oh, look what you're doing to other people, you're hurting them. Again, I hate bringing up Quantum TV here, but when you criticize him, my family gets attacked, and then he had no evidence of it. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. They want to try to stifle criticism instead of just addressing it. Let's keep it respectful and awesome together. They should have just wrote a sentence there. I could translate it for you. You talk about us, which gives you the legal right to use the logo so long as it's transformative in the thumbnail, and it is, or in the video, and it is. We're going to go after you. That's exactly what they're saying. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've seen this pattern a billion times before, and they just don't want us to talk about them. Now, what was interesting is that Jacob R., another YouTuber, actually replied to them, and this is what he had to say. You're right. It was wrong of me to use a stretched out image of Joey in the video I just posted. I've blurred his face in my video using the YouTube editor. This will take a few hours for YouTube to process, and have removed his face from the thumbnail. Now, can you guys just admit you were selling consoles as refurbished without ever opening them, all while claiming otherwise? Jacob, I hope you're kidding. Why would you do that? You have every legal right. If it is the subject you're talking about, even if it isn't, if it's transformative, if you wanted to have Joey at the beach sipping a cocktail with the sun as the DKOldies logo, you can do that. It's transformative. Like, there's no other way around it. They would lose in court. No, you do not have to do that. And they won't admit that they weren't actually refurbishing them. They'll just say that they're going to do better. And look, admittedly, with the last 2 consoles I got from them, they did do a better job. But this shows me that they don't want to take accountability. And I'm very interested, even though I don't want to give them more money, to buy something, which I'll find ways to get it that they won't know it's me, to buy something and see what condition their stuff is in now with their broad scope of changes. And you know what? That made me think of something, DKOldies. You pissed me off. When I got consoles from you that were in decent condition, because there was a couple that were, it was the N64 and Sega Genesis, I said they were in good condition. The Sega Genesis was mint. I don't, like, I'm not just going after you for the sake of going after you. But you don't want the criticism. You want to try to stifle it and make it like the product that you're selling is what's on the tin. And many, many, many content creators have proven you wrong, and you're going to do the same thing I've seen a bunch of other YouTubers do throughout the years to try to shut people up by like, oh, they're using my logo. I had to go strike their video where it was proving that I was a shady friggin' turd. It's not how it works, champs. And guess what? It's legal and transformative. When we talk about you, DKOldies, we are going to use your logo. And Joey is the spokesperson for your company. He is in every TikTok video and YouTube video. So we are allowed to use his face. He's a public figure. Cry about it. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.
You blew it.